Hi, my name is Rishi. I'm here in Bangalore and I joined the Zeitgeist movement in April 2010. Attended a lecture of Jacques Fresco in May and met up with Arijit and Mahima, who were involved in this movement before I got on the scene. They also were responsible for starting up the India chapter website, and I thought this would be a great opportunity for talking to them and asking them pretty much questions that most people ask about the Zeitgeist movement and about the resource-based economy. And so here they are, and I hope you enjoy the session with them. Hey guys, we're finally here.
Hi Rishi.
Hello Rishi.
Glad you could make it to Bangalore.
So I thought we should probably get started with what is the resource-based economy, Venus Project, Zeitgeist movement, and everyone might want to start telling us what that is.
Okay, I'll start with the resource-based economy because that is most relevant to the kind of solution that we need today. As the name suggests, it's an economy or it's a social system that's based on the Earth's resources and not money. Like currently, money is our mode of exchange. So this is a monetary economy, but it's not sustainable. It doesn't work for the interests of people. A resource-based economy is based on using the Earth's resources intelligently to provide whatever you need, all your necessities of life, your city systems, your transportation systems, your education, everything is designed on the basis of the Earth's resources, not on money, not on profit. This kind of a social design has been in progress. I mean, Jacques Fresco has been working on it for almost all his life. He's 94 now, and he would have spent about 75 years working on this. The project has officially existed in Venus, Florida, so it's called the Venus Project, for about 3 decades now. But unfortunately, it's always been, it's never been in the limelight. Nobody's really heard about it much, and they've got very little coverage on and off. But it's sad because right now is the time where it is needed most. So this is where the Zeitgeist movement comes in. The movement exists essentially as the awareness arm of the Venus Project. It's a communications arm of the Venus Project to bring this message out to people and to spread awareness about this alternative style of living, of this alternative mode of living, which is wiser, it's more intelligent, it is safer, it is happier, it's sustainable. That's what the movement is trying to spread a message about.
So I have just a question on this before we move on to the next thing. You kept mentioning sustainable, which means the current economy is not sustainable. Can you probably add or expand on why the system today is not sustainable while the resource-based economy claims to be a sustainable model?
Arijit's a good person to answer this.
Okay, yeah, sure.
See, excuse me, sustainability is for life to continue on Earth. And I would bring it further down to say, for humans to continue living on Earth. Yeah. Now, the way we are living life today, we are depleting the natural resources at a rate which is not sustainable, and they are going to perish after a point of time. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it will be very difficult for human beings to survive. So sustainability or environment protection or climate change or all this is not for saving the tigers, yeah, or the emu or
any other
species that we are trying to protect.
Or the cute little panda in the WWF logo.
Right.
Yeah. So it is not about that.
Okay.
It is about human lives.
Okay.
So I mean, if people say that human beings are selfishly, raping the planet and not taking care of the other species, we don't care about the other species. If you are going to be selfish, let's just be selfish and understand it is about us. If the planet doesn't survive, we won't. The planet will survive, it will continue, some other species will come, something else is going to develop.
Or it might be inhabitable, like many other planets are, like it might just be a ball of gases, you never know. But the mass that is the planet will not just drop off its orbit, but the species will perish, slowly and painfully, but it will happen.
So that's how sustainable. So if you're saying that the current economy is not sustainable, can you explain how this resource-based economy will make things sustainable?
In order to understand this, or any of the other questions that you're going to ask after this. Uh, let me explain to you. See, resource-based economy is a very new concept. It's a very radical concept. And all these questions that you're asking, the answers are going to be a little difficult for people to grasp.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when we understand something, we understand it from the frame of reference of what we already know. And this is entirely different.
Okay.
Yeah. Having said that, so in order to answer this question about how resource-based economy is sustainable,
Yes.
let's understand what a resource-based economy is. How does it function?
Okay.
Yeah. Then you will be able to automatically arrive at this answer how
Okay.
it is sustainable.
Okay.
Yeah. A resource-based economy, as she explained, is on the basis of the earth's resources. So today, if you need anything to sustain life for yourself, you have to go and buy it from the market.
Yes.
And for that you need money.
Yes.
How do you get money?
Go to work
Go to work.
or have a business or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to do something to generate
Yes.
that income so that you can get what you need
Right.
or what you want.
Correct.
We don't really need money. We need the stuff that we buy with money. Money is not necessary.
Well, don't you need something to measure?
It is only a measure or a medium of exchange.
Right.
Yeah. It facilitates exchange. You can also call it trade, buying, selling. But the need to buy and sell
Yeah.
or exchange arises when I don't have something and you have it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll buy something from you, something that I don't have, but you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it boils down to scarcity.
Okay.
Yeah. If we had, for example, let's take an example of a resource which is abundant, which is oxygen.
Yeah.
That's the most vital to our life. I mean, we can survive without any other thing that we can think of
For days.
for days and maybe months. Yeah. Without oxygen, 3, 4, 5 minutes at the most. Yeah.
Maximum 15 if somebody has the ability to stop his breath.
Yes.
Those guys who do yoga for years.
Right.
But yeah, about a minute or two would be
Yeah. So life will perish.
okay.
In spite of this being such an important resource or aspect of life, nobody talks about it.
Yeah, we don't have to buy it.
Nobody tries to store it,
Nobody.
sell it, buy it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We
Nobody
haven't-
fights over it yet. There
In
are
fact, there
no
are
oxygen wars yet.
in fact there are oxygen powers, but
Right.
which we'll talk about later.
Yeah. Yes.
So since it is an abundant resource,
Yeah.
in spite of having the highest importance in terms of us being alive, we do not require it to be exchanged.
Right.
Right. If we could create the same abundance for everything else, that watch that you're wearing, the clothes that we are wearing, the camera equipment and everything that you see around you, if we could create the same kind of abundance, imagine what would happen.
So you're saying nothing will cost any money in a resource based?
There's no need to exchange. See, for example, you don't buy oxygen. You have access to oxygen. You don't store it, you don't hoard it. You use it and it comes out of your body or as carbon dioxide
But
and
the trees make it back into oxygen.
and then we use it again. So it's a closed loop cycle. The total amount of oxygen is still the same.
So for everything that a man or a woman needs on the planet will be just given to them?
Will be available for.
It will be
absolutely,
available to them.
yes.
Nobody gives us oxygen.
Okay.
We don't own it in the first place to
So
give it to
taking,
anybody.
giving, all that is gone
For everything.
for everything if we are able to create that abundance.
So you're saying this also means there's nobody has to work for money? There's
Do you
nothing
have to work for oxygen?
We don't have to. So you're saying no more work.